The controversy over those full-body scanners at airports reaching a fever pitch after one air traveler refused to go through the machine and then recorded what happened after he was told he'd have to undergo a full-body pat-down instead. Take a listen.
So we're going to be doing a groin check. That means I'm going to place my hand on your hip, the other hand on your inner thigh, slowly go up and slide down.
Okay.
I'm going to do that 2 times in the front and 2 times in the back.
We can do that out here, but if you touch my junk, I'm going to have you arrested.
We're going to have a supervisor here because of your statement.
John Tyner is the traveler you just heard on the tape. Welcome. I just keep having this feeling that that statement you made is going to end up on bumper stickers, maybe T-shirts. I'm assuming you weren't too amused as that was going down, though.
No, absolutely not. I mean, I said it kind of in jest. I was trying to keep the whole encounter lighthearted. I didn't want it to escalate into something bigger.
Well, listen, let's start first of all with the scanners. We've all seen the images. What were your worries about going through the scanner?
Basically that I didn't want anybody looking at my naked body. I mean, the pictures you just put up on the screen, you had to blur them out.
And were you worried at all about, there have been some concerns about health issues now, too? People worried about radiation, that kind of thing? Or for you, is it more of an issue of privacy?
It's a bigger issue of privacy. The radiation is obviously a concern. I'm sure it's a small amount, and if you don't travel very frequently, it's probably not a huge deal. But TSA agents standing around, frequent flyers, there might be something to that.
All right, so for a lot of folks, I know when there are many still nervous when they get on a plane post 9/11, looking around, having some nerves. So where do we draw the line between privacy, security, protecting people, and making sure that you get on that plane and you get where you're going?
Well, obviously for me, it was here. You know, if people are concerned about bombs being brought on planes, the TSA has those puffer machines. They've got bomb sniffing dogs. And both of those can detect very minute traces of explosives. So I don't see why those aren't in wider use.
Okay, so the other option for you then was the physical pat-down. We've seen some demonstrations of this. It can get very up close and personal. And the explanation we heard of the TSA employee give you, that was very graphic and very specific. So your reaction then to the pat-down?
Well, you mean that I told him I'd have him arrested?
Well, his instructions there, he said, I'm going to place one here and here, one here and here, very slowly up and down your legs. I mean, did you think that was a bit much, or is that appropriate?
Oh, no, absolutely. I thought that was too much. Although if I didn't think it was too much, I would have let him pat me down.
All right, so where do we go from here? I understand that you were called back to security. What happened?
Well, there was a few people standing around in the ticketing area as I tried to leave. And those men told me that I had to go back into the screening area to finish the screening. And I refused. I told him, I don't have a ticket. I'm not going to be flying today. I'm trying to leave the airport, and I'm not going to be screened as a condition of going on my way and leaving.
All right. So you're going to fly again, I assume, at some point. What will you do the next time you go to the airport? How are you going to get through security? Are you going to drive everywhere?
I'm planning on driving or taking a bus or a train. I don't intend to fly until these machines are gone.
Do you think that's going to happen?
That the machines go away? I certainly hope so, but I'm not holding my breath.
All right. We have heard that the TSA budget for next year includes buying hundreds more of these machines. Maybe 1,000 of them will be in place by the end of 2011. How far are you willing to carry this with your driving?
Well, fortunately, I only really travel by plane maybe once a year to visit some family that are back in the Midwest. So if we have to drive a long distance once a year, that's not completely out of the question for me.
All right. So do you feel like now you're setting an example? You've kind of drawn the awareness and drawn the line in the sand. I mean, do you want others to follow suit with you?
I think others are already following suit. I just happen to have the presence of mind to turn my camera on to protect myself, while standing up to make sure that there wasn't a he said, she said kind of thing that happened afterwards. And I think that's an inspiration to people to stand up for themselves now.
All right. If your statement ends up on a bumper sticker or a T-shirt, let us know. If we get a website going.
Maybe I can get a cut of that.
John Tyner, great to see you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.